Over, let's fucking blow. Alright, so, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, you can go fuck yourself, Andy. The trials are pretty fun. Play then. They probably weren't doing fucking no commentary channel. Do or don't. Streamers in my huge annoying black screen so that they could say like so much of their content video. It's a lot more fun if instead of just it cutting to a microphone or you have a bad voice. But it's another thing if you've got a functioning microphone and a lot of other videos that do this and you're just doing it exclusively for that game specifically. And like, I'm not trying to send hate because it's basically a YouTube contract at this point that if you're talking trash about any type of video style, you do kind of have to say, I'm not sending hate towards them. If anybody ever watches this stream, don't go fighting on my behalf like a simp. I don't endorse that stuff. You know the drill. It's the YouTube contract everybody has to follow in 2022. Like, I think it would be fun if we all did, like, I think it would be fun if we all played a game together that was, like, I just wish we had more games like Saints and Sinners that were actually multiplayer. I mean, Andy recommended Arizona Sunshine yesterday, and I thought, hey, that's not a bad idea. But, yeah. And also, it's an aim controller game, which is basically Firewall, but with zombies, and we all know how Firewall is kind of shit.
Yeah, Firewall is, so bad.
And that's time. Ow. I just smacked my controllers together.
I don't know if I've seen like an actually good video game.
Okay, so, can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
The creators of The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners made a huge critical mistake in their game. It's kind of game-breaking in the trials, and I think they made a huge mistake. And that mistake was giving me a katana.
I think the biggest mistake was to make a dog a katana.
Well, I mean, whenever you give a Dying Light player a katana in VR, it's bound to end like an anime swordsman fight. Tons of dead bodies and heads on the floor. I mean, ever since I started this conversation about the katana, I've already decapitated 4 people. Well, they're not coming very fast. If you were watching the stream, you'd know that. Whoa, what are you... Jesus, that is haphazard. I just stuck a katana directly next to me for context. Ah! I'm trying not to scream really loudly right now because, like... I am the master of the sword. Obey me or you are a whore. 3 zombies coming at me at once. Bitch. Thought. And ho. The tyrannical trio. Just kidding, it's me. I can't tell if the absolution is a 2-handed or a 1-handed at this point. Oh, fuck. Saints and Sinners grapple zombies are really annoying. Like, Jordan, you've played Saints and Sinners, right? Well, you know how annoying it is to run out of combat stamina, right? Infuriating. Getting that wobbly hands is the worst. I went completely melee that round. Entire wave of nothing but straight zombie decapitation. I can get the sheriff. I can buy the sheriff. Bro, the sheriff is probably one of my favorite guns.
duck.
Alright, nice.
Mr. Growler. Gesture. Just testing out on Mr. Growler in the game.
Alright, look.
Heroes.
I thought it was fun to begin with using a standard gunpoint revolver, you know, Wild Western style. But now I've got the Sheriff, which is like the Colt Python Elite in, what's it called, Warface. So, you know, I've been making a lot of Warface references. There are like 3 games I've been wanting to do streams for because I feel like they would have interesting commentary for my dicking off kind of games. Which would be probably Kerbal, Gang Beasts, and Warface, but I never really had the time or the energy to do either. Andy, I remember you being really into Warface when we played it that one time. Like, we were up until like 6 a.m. playing Warface, and ever since you've had like no energy to play it. Yeah, that game that, you know, you said you were gonna pay Jordan back and then literally told me last night you weren't gonna pay him back.
Yeah, Andy. I'm not gonna pay you back. Why don't you not pay me back? I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I want to feel like it.
No.
That's how that works. Yeah, it is.
Always got a backup revolver other than the Sheriff. I love just fucking assassinating people. Was that my old revolver? No, it wasn't. Or it was. What the f- You know, I don't know about you, Jordan. Like, I get it. It's not a good thing to do, but this is not the kind of conversation. Well, it's not the kind of conversation you necessarily want to have when somebody's doing a live stream where, you know, despite your settings, you can still be heard. Okay, you can go fuck yourself, most notably. Like, I'm mostly saying it for Andy's sake. Just, we can have this discussion when it's not on live stream.
What discussion?
Jordan's trying to talk to you about how you pirated a game like once a few years ago.
No, I wasn't. I was talking about you just kind of told your own live stream that you pirated the room. I just said you stuff in pirated this illegally.
Well, yeah, but my point still stands.
Whatever, yeah.
Either way, we can have this discussion when I'm not on a live stream. I got my custom FS9M92M, and it is probably my favorite. It's one of my favorite guns. I have a lot of favorite guns in this game because I like the kind of. Whoops. You know what? For these first few seconds, I'm not even gonna. One shot, one kill, bitch. Son of a bitch. Please stay 32 feet, at the very least, away from me. I like how the other zombies, whenever one of them gets grappled, the rest just kind of sit there politely and wait. Alright, next person that comes is getting their brains blown out. And I missed. This game would be a lot better, in my opinion, if the graphics weren't shit. Like, it's a really cool game, but it's got the graphics of, like, a 2001 game. It's like 7 Days to Die in VR. If there's so many games that I feel like would have done so much better fundamentally if they just had better graphics. Like, some games are cool that have bad graphics, like Kerbal and Rage Room. Well, I mean, also Saints and Sinners, but I feel like they could have been. Huh? Well, what do you mean? Well, I mean, more or less, they just look really general kind of graphics. It looks like somebody just. My point is that a lot of the models, like the models are good, it's just they aren't nearly as textureful as I would expect them to be. Yeah, they could be a lot better if they were if the graphics department had a bit more effort. Like, for the most part, it's just models with a texture put into it. Like, it looks like somebody just went into Blender, made a model, and then plastered the skin over it. It does not look at all, by any means, in depth.
They don't have one red fruit? How do I use this? How do I do this?
Okay, I don't want to forget to get this because this is... I have too many favorite guns to play this game. Like, you give me a bunch of really cool guns, and I'm going to use them and find them super awesome. I mean, for God's sake, they gave me a... The developers have given me a fucking Benelli Nova tactical pump action shotgun that can just go... And I get way too fascinated by a VR shooter game. It's like Gorn, except Gorn is really fun and I want Gorn. Not saying Saints and Sinners isn't fun, just I wish I had Gorn.
Me too, honestly.
Andy has Gorn.
Yeah, I got it a while ago.
Be nice if I had Gorn. Isn't Gorn multiplayer?
I don't know.
I mean, even if it's not multiplayer, I still think it would be pretty fun to play. Multiplayer makes things more fun. Of course, it's not a necessity. Oh my god, bad time to run out of ammo. Fortunately, I can speed load. Oh my god. I'm getting absolutely cornered right now. I'm blowing brains out left and right. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill 6 people, as some would say. Where's my shotgun? Okay, here it is. Why are there so many zombies all of a sudden? Bro! What the hell just happened?